Welcome to the Fear Chronicles, False Evidence Appearing Real, where we are covering real stories for navigating burnout, bold moves, and becoming your best self. I'm your host, Natasha Aga, private practice strategist, mother of two, and recovering perfectionist. This is the space where we get honest about the pivots, the pressure, and the purpose behind it all. If you're navigating life transitions, career shifts, motherhood, or learning to trust yourself again, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. Welcome to part 2 of this 3-part series where we are breaking down frequencies. In this episode, we're going to focus on one of the highest frequencies, which is gratitude. Again, I'm not going to get into the weeds because there is just so many different frequencies. But if we think about frequencies on a spectrum from, say, low to high, on the lower end, we have emotions or frequencies such as shame, guilt, fear. And as we move higher on the spectrum, we have emotions or frequencies such as acceptance, awareness, and ultimately gratitude. To preface, this is not woo-woo. This is neuroscience, super simplified for the purposes of this podcast episode. So stay with me because it's important. I want to focus on gratitude for many reasons. Gratitude to me represents possibilities. When you hear anything is possible, the quickest way to close the gap and have your emotions to your thoughts to ultimately your frequency to be a match is by way of, you guessed it, gratitude. Now, we just had Thanksgiving, so this is pretty fresh on everyone's minds. Obviously, this is a holiday, and you are likely grateful beyond just one day a year. So let's dive into the art and frequency of gratitude. Let's start with the electricity in our bodies, which gives off a frequency. That would be your heart and your brain. Your heart keeps you alive, obviously, and it pumps the blood throughout your body. The brain is so intriguing to me because it does so many things. And to think that we only use a small percentage of it is wild. It houses language, memories, dreams. It interprets emotions, pain, your perception, your personality, and so much more. To be aligned in a place of gratitude comes from both your heart and your brain. Being in a state of gratitude, being top of mind, which is your brain, and feeling the sense of gratitude in your heart. Being grateful for all that you currently have and all that you will have, being your goals, objects, people, and so on. This is full life, not just business and not just monetarily. This is and can be gratitude for your family, your friends, your neighbor, your time with your children, the air you're breathing, the beautiful sunny day. I mean, the list goes on and on. The point is, there is so much to be grateful for. You can write them down, say them out loud, whatever works for you to keep this top of mind and increase your awareness, which will match your emotions to your thoughts to ultimately your frequency. When you operate from that frequency, you can see possibilities and opportunities. You can see the silver lining in situations. So if I'm losing you, come back to this. Okay? Thoughts become things. Think about it. Pun intended. How are things invented? It's an idea, a thought first, right? Then it's created. I tend to think of the show Shark Tank because that is inspiring. I find that I have once thought of an idea and it's on this show, and I say to myself, I should have went on the show. So I want to tie in an earlier episode, which would be episode 24, which was Change Your Story, Change Your Life, where we discussed the reticular activating system, which is, again, super simplified, our brain's filtering system. This is what we are paying attention to. So, if you are paying attention to the positive things in your life and how much that you have that is amazing, your brain is going to find more of that and show you more evidence to confirm what you're already thinking about because you have deemed it important. Remember the importance of perception. Two people can look at the same thing and see it differently. The same goes for progress towards your goals and ability to achieve them. If you perceive that it will be hard or take a long time or that you will never get there, that is coming from a place of fear, lack, scarcity, compared to a place of gratitude, appreciation for all that you already have, how abundant you already are, and how far you've already come. Because again, you're celebrating your wins and being future present focused. You can see it, you are celebrating it, and the possibilities to reach your goals. Trusting yourself and keeping the momentum by celebrating and being grateful along the way. Fall in love with the process, not the outcome. The beauty is in the journey. Without it, you wouldn't have an amazing story to share with others. So I would love to hear one new thing that you are grateful for this week. You can share with me on Instagram at Natasha Aga Consulting or comment below. And as always, I invite you to take my 2-minute Are You the Bottleneck quiz to find out who or what is slowing down your progress. It's fast, fun, and eye-opening, and I'll link that in the show notes below. Thanks for joining me on the Fair Chronicles. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love for you to like, comment, or share with someone who needs it. Want more support? Check out the links below for free resources, workshops, and how to work with me. Remember, bold moves start with small shifts. You've got this, and I've got you.